What's going on, guys? Heading to Illinois. And I'm sitting here driving, so I'm not going to look at the camera. I don't want to hear about that. One thing that really grinds my gears is all of these private owner truckers. People that own their own trucks, the old school guys, truckers that aren't company drivers. And the reason why I'm extremely irritated with them is because they don't have any common sense. These newer trucks with company drivers, they have radar in them. We have to stay back so far. We have to keep our distance. We have to do all this other stuff that they don't have to deal with and mess with. They don't have safety calling them, complaining because they followed too close for too long. They changed gear, changed lanes, did this and that. They will seriously ride up on your rear end, cut right in front of you, won't allow you to get into the middle lane out of the fast lane, don't move over when you're coming on the highway from an off-ramp. They just irritate the hell out of me. Somebody seriously needs to make some commercials, put them on the radio, put them on the TV, letting the general public, not just truckers, know what it's like being a trucker driving on these roads. I have an 80,000 pound vehicle that I'm driving. It takes the lengths of football fields for me to stop, depending on how fast I'm going. So these little cars that like to dash right in front of you, if they get too close, this sensor will go off and it will lock up my brakes. I have no control over that. If you're gonna pass a semi truck, be 50, 100 feet in front of them before you move over. Don't cut in front of them. It just happened to me about 3 minutes ago. Actually, about 5 minutes ago. Because the semi truck pissed me off first, and then a little blue car went right in front of me, locked up my freaking brakes. Now, what happens if somebody's behind me? Because little cars like to ride the back of your trailer where you can barely see them, if see them at all. If somebody is following me too closely behind and another car cuts in front of me, the locks break up, that little four-wheeler car is going to run right underneath my DOT bumper. They may not survive. That's how serious it is. Another thing that grinds my gears, and these four-wheelers, that's a normal car, in case you're wondering why I keep saying four-wheeler. No, it's not an ATV. Yes, I know, I'm from Alaska. It's not an ATV. We call them four-wheelers. They like to hang out on the sides of our trailers and our trucks. Just hang out there. They don't go fast to pass, they just hang out there. We have blind spots, number one, it's hard to see. And number two, it's extremely dangerous to be on the side of a semi-truck. These tires could blow at any time. Anytime. You guys ever seen a tire blow out? I've seen plenty. If a car's right there next to one of these axles when a tire blows, that car's fucked. Stay away from semi-trucks. Play a game. Keep away. You're coming up on a semi-truck, move past them quickly. Stay out of their blind sides. Don't cut in front of them. These are important things that somebody needs to make commercials about, letting the general public know. Truckers get such a bad rap about how we drive and this and that. You would not believe the amount of stuff I have seen. A semi-truck is very high off the ground. I see people reading books going past me driving. Reading a book. Lots of people on the phones, video chatting, texting, calling. completely oblivious to the rest of the world. And truckers get a bad rap because of our driving. How about majority of accidents that involve a trucker are probably because of a four-wheeler not paying attention, cutting in front of them, following too close, things of that nature. Anyways, so that's just my rant as I'm driving. I'm in Pennsylvania, going through Chicago here shortly. And for the last hour, it's just been crazy here. It's just been driving me up the freaking wall with these drivers. Like I said earlier, we have to keep such a distance. So whenever a vehicle gets in front of me, I have to slow down. I have to keep between 150 to 200 feet space between my truck and the vehicle in front of me. I'm on a clock. I can only drive so many hours a day. I have a load that needs to be somewhere on time. I do not need to... What's up, total transportation driver? I do not need to be slowing down because of other people, because of other drivers. Another thing, local drivers. They get paid hourly. They don't care how long it takes them to get somewhere. They're milking the clock. They'll go 55, 60 mile an hour into 70, taking their own sweet time, completely oblivious to the rest of everybody. While us OTR drivers, we gotta go. We need to go. Alright, anyways, I'm out of here. Enough ranting for the last 7 minutes. I'll catch you guys later. Until then, Trucker J is out.